dude.
The boys are fucking back, dude. All right. We're recording. We're moving. We're shaking. Dude, what the fuck happened to your face? Your hair? What'd you do?
Dude, lettuce got cut, man. All gone.
Why? What was the point?
Dude, I last summer I was at this party and do you ever hear this podcast called The Big One?
I've heard of it. Never listened to it.
Okay, yeah. So I'm like super neurotic and I listened to like all 10 episodes in one day and they're like, "Oh, like LA's going to explode in the next 30 years." And I was like, "Oh shit." So I fucking joined the National Guard like end of last year. Worst time to do that, and those fuckers made me cut my hair.
All right. Now, hold on. Did you join the National Guard to save the world or to fuck dudes?
I
Because
mean, why are they mutually exclusive? Let's be real. I mean, can't you have a little bit of both in this world? I'm
what if
talking
you,
short shorts. I'm talking tight quarters. I'm talking cuddling. You know what I mean?
I do like that. There's got to be a lot because it's, single cot. So if you want to cuddle, it's really just ass to dick, back to tip.
Bring it in. Give me a hug. Some medical training. You know, I'm talking all about getting close to the sweet, sweet boy time, dude.
Yeah, if you have to fuck a guy to save the world, that's a no-brainer. I mean, I was going to do it
Dude.
anyway on a Tuesday, but I mean, I'll do it to save the planet.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm talking about, for the people next to you. You know what I'm talking about?
It looks good though, man. It looks like your hair is thicker than it was when it was longer.
Dude, that's a nice compliment. It's definitely not true. The hair is starting to recede. That's what I found from the cut. So I don't know if I'll ever get the lettuce again, which has been the most tragic thing
Ooh, where's it
in
going?
my life in the past 8 months. Which shows you I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
Is it in the back, or is it like right behind the crown?
It's right behind the crown right here.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah, you can hide that though.
Dude, my roommate's been hiding his for like 8 years, so I got some hope. But he's got some lettuce, dude. He's got some Goldilocks hair, dude. It's like down to his belly button.
When my hair started to fall out when I was, dude, honestly, what's fucked up is my hair started to fall out when I knew it started to fall out when I was 20.
Oh, early bird.
Yeah, it started to go right around freshman year of college. So like the back end of freshman year, it was getting pretty thin.
Mm-hmm.
But then I recently, in the last year or so, looked at some old scrapbook photos my mom had of me as like a sophomore and a junior in high school.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of me playing basketball from like the back, and it was already starting to go. And
Dude.
No one said anything, dude, for fucking like 2 years. How the fuck you not tell your boy? It's like, fuck. I was got on Rogaine early, too. Got on Rogaine my freshman year of college.
Yeah.
But my hair was long. Hair was like long.
Dude, I've seen photos. You had some lettuce, dude.
I had some less. I had some, at one point I wanted to either go two different ways. I was either going to, three ways. I was going to just cut it off like you did. Because also when you cut it like that, you can then kind of pull it back a little bit and start to hide whatever's going on up there.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. Little hiding action.
Well, that's what I did is like if you grow it long and it's just like a disaster. But you can also throw it in that top bun, which will hide all that shit.
Like what's it? The Cabbage Patch Kid style?
Yeah, the samurai bun. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's way cooler than Cabbage Patch. Yeah.
Yeah, that was super not that cool. Yeah, it was kind of like those little dolls that my sister used that I used to beat off to. No big deal. Anyway, what were you? Samurais, they're cool. But yeah, dude, I knew a couple guys that I tried to do the same thing, that when their hair started to go, theirs just went in that back part. So what they did was they started rocking where they would, buzz down the sides and then pull it up into that samurai bun.
Dude, why is it that people that lose their hair always have the best beards? Like your facial hair, dude, you got this is 30 years of no shaving, dude. This is it. This is what I got.
As I understand it, it's a testosterone thing.
That's my buddy told me. Yeah.
So if you have like higher levels of testosterone, then your hair falls out sooner. But then for some reason, hormonal science fucking reason, it just falls down to here. Because I had, what's funny is you literally have the exact same hair and facial hair that I had when I was 17.
Hilarious.
And now I'm just a stash guy.
Dude, you rock it well though, man.
So I mean, look,
are
you trying to fuck me, dude?
Dude, I mean, I am in the military, so you better look out, dude.
That's kind of par for the course then, huh?
Dude, I guess. I don't know, dude. Fucking my first, so like in the National Guard, you're just like part-time. And every month you have to do this thing called drill. And because of COVID, they weren't having drill and stuff. And so the first drill we had back was in June. And so it was my first time ever going. And so they're like social distancing us. And the first night they put us in this auditorium that has like 40-foot high ceilings. It's think of like a high school indoor field, right? So it's like 40-foot high ceilings. The whole thing's about like an acre, and they have cots every like 6 feet apart, and they put us to bed. And what I forgot to tell people is I have night terrors all the time. So at like 4 a.m.
Something you should tell people when you're in an open room of like 40 strangers.
Yeah, that would have been smart. And so the first night in the military, not at home, I'm awoken at like 3 a.m. by this 18-year-old kid. He's like, "Hey man, you all right?" I'm like, "What?" Yeah. And as he says that, in the distance, I just hear the bitchiest scream I hear, and it's echoing off all the walls as I awake everybody. And I was like, I'll be the first person to join the military with PTSD. So look at me. Here we go.
How many nights into that before everybody in your bunkhouse was just taking bars of soap, shoving it into a pillowcase, and beating the living shit out of you?
Dude, no one was. I made 0 friends that first week.
Dude, so I love that you're like calling the National Guard the military, which is pretty much like the RC Cola of the military.
Dude, so vanilla, dude. Oh, I love it. You're welcome. Yeah. Someone's got to be a hero. I just thought it'd be me. You know what the hell?
So how does that work then? So once you go in, it's like, do you have a minimum like service that you have to complete once you're?
Yeah, it's like because I went in to learn medical training just because my family's out here. I got super neurotic. I'm like, what if a building fell on my brother and I had to save him? Like I would even be there able to find him or save him.
Dude, you were going through it. You thought the world was going to be like The Rock in that one movie in San Andreas. You were thinking that was going to happen?
Dude, I could tell you stories. I could tell you all about earthquakes. I've done such a neurotic deep dive. Earthquake, what's going to happen, who's going to die. There's going to be no currency, so there's going to be a run on the food store. Oh, dude, I've become such a prepper, dude.
Dude, you're just like not pulling out of chicks anymore. You're like, I'm just going to leave it in because we're going to repopulate this shit at some point.
Dude, speaking of that.
Tell me.
First, no, we got to talk about this. First off, have you heard of this thing called sleuthing that's been going on?
That's not like what you do when you're a private investigator?
No. All right. So this came out during like the Me Too movement, and it's like a new category of like sexual assault, and girls are calling it sleuthing, and it's where a guy will tell a girl he's wearing a condom, and either he says he has it and he doesn't have it on, or he puts it on and he takes it off without their permission and will finish inside them.
Oh yeah, it's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, don't do that.
Never do that. But here's the thing: is
unless she's just being an asshole, then she, whatever.
I don't.
Unless she had pigtails on and she's 40, then it's like, okay.
Oh, yeah, what other choice do you have?
It's like, you asked for this. You're 40,
Janet. But what guy is like, yo, I'll have a kid now? Like, I don't understand the fucking mentality. Like, having a kid now, my life's already in shambles. It would ruin me. Where I'm just like, yeah, dude, I'll just fucking finish inside her. Like, I don't even understand which guys think this is a good play. Yeah,
I mean, probably the same kind of guys that steal Jordans that are 4 sizes too big and then still wear them to hoop in. And the kind of guys
that none of the, I don't know that reference. That I'm so.
Just no, that's a new one. The kind of guy, you see those guys that they were looting in L.A.
Yes, yeah.
Right. And then I saw a video like a week after the looting happened, and there was a guy playing on one of the courts like by Venice, and he was wearing like size 14 Jordans. And it's like, oh, wait, you get the loots, bro? Were you looting?
Yeah.
That's the same kind of guy who was like, oh, come on, babe.
Yeah.
Just a dirtbag. And he's okay. So I bet, just to get into the mind of a sociopath, which is not too far removed from myself.
No, so I've been told that multiple times.
I want to say they're not doing that to have kids. They're doing it because finishing in chicks feels better. And they'll just assume she'll take care of it.
But what if they don't, though? They're just like, oh, right? But I guess the guys wouldn't stick around. All right, I guess we're kind of answering this question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, dude, I've only finished in chicks like once in my life. And it was like one time by accident because this girl did a lot of Kegels and she was like on top and
Oh,
did like the, you know,
put,
like an
put,
Indian burn, but it was inside
yeah,
her, you know what I'm saying?
Chinese finger
Like,
hold.
it was
Yeah,
like, ah!
yeah.
And it was against my will. And then one girl who I said I love you too many times, and then she's like, do it, and I was like, fine, and it was awesome. And
Mhm.
now it's like, so that's I'm 29.
Yeah,
Only literally not like I did it with two girls all the time, like
two
twice
separate times.
ever.
Mhm.
And I think about those two times all the time because they were so good. It's so much better.
Dude. I literally I have to wear rubbers just because my performance would be so mortified if I don't. I'm always like, no, let's be safe. I'm like, oh no, let's do the responsible safe thing. But it's really just to make me look a little better than if I don't.
Perfect. Let me ask you this because I think I
Yeah.
talked about this on the pod before, but I was alone when I did it.
All right.
So that's always a little bit different of the thing. When you're hooking up with a girl, right? I think there's like an accord that you have when you're both like you both know like, hey, we're wearing condoms, right?
Yeah.
And most women that I know are like, condoms suck, like they don't feel good for them either,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they suck for us.
Mhm.
And when you get in a relationship and you never wear condoms anymore, and then once you're out of it and you go back to wearing condoms, it's like that. Dude, it's like that scene in Shooter when they try and kill Michael Pena with the bag over his head, the plastic. You know what I'm talking about? It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
they're trying to strangle you. That's what my dick thinks is going on.
Yeah.
So when you're hooking up with somebody,
Yeah.
there's kind of the thing where like you hook up and then you go to do the condom, the fumble wrapper, and then she kind of just has to, keep the fucking wheels moving.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And dude, if she doesn't, and it
Game
takes me,
over.
I like undo the condom and I like pull it out. And if I put it on like upside down,
Hmm.
and then my dick knows what's going on, and he's just done. He's
He's
out.
just done. He's tapping out.
Not doing it. He's like, I'm good. I know what's happening here.
Yeah.
If she's cool, if he's like in the open for too long,
Hmm.
it's over. Are you just a guy who's like, you're probably the kind of guy who's like, no, my dick's hard right now. But
No,
that's
dude. So you're 29, right?
29.
Have you noticed your libido changing?
Dude, okay, it doesn't count right now though, because I haven't fucked anybody since pre-COVID.
Okay. Yeah. So
So,
you're ready to go cray.
dude, my dick gets hard when I open the fridge door. It's
Hmm.
it's a issue.
Hmm.
It's to the
Like
point
Blair
now.
hits the groin.
It's to the point now where, like, if I'm around any woman, and I don't get any woman like
Mhm.
over 24, because women under 24, I just like I can't even look at them the same anymore because I feel like they're the ones that are the problem with the world. So anyone over 24, she could be 80. I'm just kind of like, I mean, I bet she knows some stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a female. Even dude,
Well,
hot
I mean,
guy.
it's just like the food store. Like, where are you running into these women? Because I know that you've been social distancing. So this is like at the food store we're talking about.
Dude, it literally could
Is
be
this
like
getting Denny's takeout? Like, what are we
could
talking about here?
it could be at the grocery store in like while we're both reaching for eggs that are not a sexy food in any way, in
No,
any form.
no,
We're
definitely not.
both just like, oh, you're getting eggs too? Speaking of eggs, do you want me to come in you? It's coming out my eyes, dude. It's
Dude.
so bad. And now I'm back home, right? So I went back to Washington State. I'm here
Mm-hmm.
for August to like lay low. It's Trump country, so I feel safe.
Lay low.
Yeah.
Like you're on the lam.
Yeah, I'm on the land. I'm laying
Yeah,
low.
the
I'm
man
laying
just
low.
gotta lay low.
The masks are helping me out a lot. I wear a lot of hats, a lot of masks.
Yep.
But I'm just doing that thing where now I'm like hitting up girls that I hooked up with when I was like in high school, just to see if they're like if they're divorced yet. And it's
So do people get married in your hometown? Like, if they get married soon, early bird? Like
yeah.
all my high school friends are engaged and married. Not one of my college friends has a girlfriend. It's just like
Wait,
my
where are you from?
dude. I'm from outside Philadelphia, on the New Jersey side.
Okay, but is it like a suburb? Are you like what do you
Oh, the burbs, dude, for sure.
burbs, right?
Burby
Yeah.
boy.
I feel like with high school, people that like meet in high school, they usually kind of like, or even that first year or so of college, they lock it down and then that's it for them.
Yeah, that's a pretty yeah. If you get locked down in high school or freshman year of college, your life's kind of you got that 4 year plan right there. But if you're a sophomore and you're out there being a crazy cat, you're like late 20s if you're lucky or whatever. I mean, are you
It's
looking to settle? Like we've talked this before, but are you looking to settle down? Or are you looking just to keep being Little savage boy.
I have too many. There's two things. I have too many things that I want to accomplish, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't respect women. So there's those two things are like are like really making it hard for me to settle down. No, dude. I mean, like, here's the thing. How old are you?
I'm 29. I'll be 30 in like a month.
Right. So I feel like I don't know if you've had this where your friends are like having kids,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, that would be like part of you, like you're inside, you're like, well, fucking, I should probably make some fucking people here at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But then I see like the kid cry or shit, and I'm like, okay, no, I'm good. I'm gonna go back. I'll just beat off alone forever.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
But
like a
I don't know. How do you feel? You have a girl right now?
yeah, I do.
Been a while with the girl? Like, are you taking shits in front of each other yet?
Yeah. Well,
No.
take shits in front of me.
Oh, how long's it
Yeah.
been?
I'm getting totally wrecked for having to take so long to think about this. So it's been since last October,
Like
but it
three
was
days.
very casual for a long time. So it's been since
How long?
like 10 months.
Dude, you're taking.
Bro, I'm not taking the shits. That's a her
Bro,
move.
what a
Like,
power move by her, though.
dude, she's way smarter than me, which probably isn't saying much, but yeah, she knows what she's doing.
I don't. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Wait, but you're not. But are you still being kind of like a gentleman about it? You're like not taking shits. Are you rocking the farts in front of her yet?
Once or twice I have, but that's just a power move because I know she doesn't like it. She's taking shits in front of me. I'll rip ass in front of her. The guerrilla warfare continues.
Hold on 1 second. Someone's at the door. How are you doing? Thanks, man. That's when you know you're getting after it in the small town when the fucking lawn spray guy walks up like, "Hey, I'm here to spray." Fucking go for it.
So, are you from the burbs? Where are you from?
I'm from the country, dude. I'm from
Oh,
the kind of place you get
you're
off the
country.
highway and you get into the country and there's a bunch of hay bales that are covered in tape and it says Trump 2020.
Dude, no way.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
because you dress, you seem like such a little city slicker.
Well, dude, see, here's the thing is I love, like, I grew up in the country and did like the little, like you work on farms and odd jobs and it's like kind of
Mhm.
blue collar and you're playing sports and you're always outside doing all that shit.
Mhm.
But I never I never got into like the real fucking redneck shit.
Mhm.
Wasn't hunting. I'm not fishing.
Not loving every day.
Not hunting every day. I'm not trying to make out people that I may or may not be related to. I'm not really falling into those traps that a lot of people in the country go for.
Yeah.
But I mean, like any of the stuff, like, and like a lot of my friends that either went to college for a short period of time or didn't go to college at all
Mhm.
are like the blue collar dudes that are like working construction, are
Yeah.
welders, are
Yeah.
making like stupid money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And they have like no debt. So they're really killing it, but they're also having 3 or 4 kids already.
Yeah.
And so that's like the community that I'm from. But I've kind of gone, like, I sprayed bleach on this shirt a week ago. Like, I'm a little bit gay, is what it is, I think.
Well, aren't we all? We live in,
Yeah. I
yeah.
just like style, man. I like, I like style. I like to be able to be like, yeah, that looks better than a pair. I wore Wranglers for 18 years. And now I'm like, okay, let's change this up.
You're like, let's go to Levi's.
Yeah, let's go to Levi's, but I want to cut the ends off and cuff them.
Yeah. Oh, ooh, dude, it's speaking my language right now.
Yeah. Man, okay. So we're not done with this yet because your girl and you have not even been dating for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just fucking dropping hot, steamy loads while you're in the apartment
Mm-hmm.
at your
She'll
place.
tell me. She's like, I gotta take a dump, and I'm just like, oh.
Oh,
Dude, and she's not a crass girl. It's calculated, and that's why I have to respect it. As much as I may not be a fan of it, I'm like, she's the guerrilla warfare of dating. I'm like, you know what? She's doing pretty good. This insurrection act.
so you don't eat ass then? That's kind of like her saying, "Don't eat my ass."
Well, here's the thing too.
Okay, go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go. Here's the thing too.
We're 29, right? So when we were in college, eating ass was not a thing. Like some people did it. I did it. but it wasn't a common thing at all.
Mm-hmm.
Now these young kids, everyone does it. So they don't give a shit about that. It's like, yeah, that's vanilla to them.
Yeah, we're the Christopher Columbus of eating ass, and now everyone's trying to cancel us for it. I don't,
Dude, yeah,
you know,
yeah, for sure.
dude, I was eating ass in like early high school.
Come on, it sounds like you were getting laid in high school, which I sure as shit wasn't, and
You
I
were
wasn't
getting,
trying. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, so tell me about. So no, dude,
you were getting. So were you an
okay.
ugly kid? Were you like a kind of a goofy kid?
Dude, I've been ugly most of my life, dude. I didn't hit my spurt. I was like 5'5" when I graduated high school. I was a small cat.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. I had a 4-inch growth spurt, or like 5-inch growth spurt in college.
Right.
And yeah, dude, just socially awkward as a cat's meow, dude. I could not talk to, dude. I couldn't even make eye contact with ladies. That's how like terrified I was of them.
It's funny how growth spurts, it's like 5 inches is big. I mean, it's the difference between going like from being 6 feet tall to 6'5". So like going from like a good high school player to a college player,
Yeah.
or go from being a guy who never gets laid at 5'5" to a guy who's getting laid a lot more at 5'10".
It's a huge difference.
Okay, so I mean, that's tough, dude. It's hard to get laid if you're, 5'5" guys like that. Although those are usually the guys that I feel like are super successful, are the dudes that are under 5'7" because they have to compensate for shit.
I know a lot of dudes like that are just have charisma, dude. They don't give a fuck about their height, and they do well. They're like, yeah, I'm small, like, but this, and I respect it so much. I got so many insecurities, dude. I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't do that.
You're one of those guys, huh?
Oh, dude,
you're Mr. Insecure.
Oh, dude, neurotic. Oh, dude, aren't we all? Are we all?
Yeah, we are. But I think, and that's the thing is like people that say they aren't insecure about things. It's like, yeah, well, you're just better at stuffing it down farther.
Yeah, you're better. You're better at hiding this.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I was fucking a lot in high school. I was had to, because it was like, I'm a fucking perv, like at my core. So, and then, I was the guy who was watching like dial-up porn. So I'm watching like just like that 15-second preview. And then it just, as that grows, it's like, well, fucking, if any girl ever lets me see her tits, and I have to try and fucking, let her fuck my ass. Like, that's just how horrible my mind works.
You know what I love about this is when you talk about dial-up porn, that was the type of porn back in the day that it was a commitment, because if you watched it, it would just get stuck on your desktop. It would be viruses all the time. Like, it was a family endeavor. You were committing for the family computer that porn was going to be on there.
Yeah, dude, it was. Yeah, and then the viruses back then used to be like, it's over.
Oh, like, yeah, there's no coming back from that.
Like, you get malware on your shit. It's like, oh, well, I got a weird email on my Netscape. Sorry.
Netscape.
Dude, I was looking at, I had like this old like Yahoo account. There's like my first Yahoo account, and I had it in like high school, but then in college. And I used to send all these nudes that I had in college. So everyone was 18. So
of you?
Everyone, well, pictures of my asshole, and then pictures of other girls, elbows, things that I like.
Yeah.
And I had it on this. I remember sending all of them whenever I would like, I started dating this girl, and I was like, I got to get all these nudes off my computer, off my phone. But I didn't want to get rid of them, nostalgic.
Yeah.
So I sent all of them to this email,
mm-hmm.
like all en masse to this email.
Yeah.
And then just forgot about it. I was just like, didn't like, whatever. Like, I just, you forget about nudes. It's just like, you don't even need them anymore. Porn's everywhere. And fucking,
yeah.
And the way, dude, side note, Instagram is just nudes. It's just not nudes, but like, you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
And every single chick is on there, and it's like, well, I lost 15 pounds last year. Do you want to see my asshole? And it's like, yeah, I do. Actually, I would love to see it. Do you have it on you right now? Can I see it? Do you have it? Can we see it? And so you kind of become desensitized to the idea of like getting like a nude, Yeah. It's almost jarring if someone sent me a nude the other day, and I was like, it's been so long since I saw just bare tits in like on my phone like that wasn't porn. I was like, can we class this up? Can we put like maybe like a wet t-shirt, or like some like, or I want the little dots, like they do the little like black dots, so they're trying not to get flagged on Instagram.
Dude, you are so pent up, dude.
Dude, it's so bad. It's fucking off. Well, you're lucky because you got shit on lock. I mean, your girl's taking shits in front of you. That sucks. But
Yeah, literally on lock.
okay, but hold on. Let's go back. That was a side note. We can get into fucking Instagram whores later. I do love them. I have nothing but respect for them. So your girl, she takes shits. She tells you before she takes shits. And she's like, he's 30. He'll eat my ass. He doesn't care. He's an adult.
Yeah, she will. Yeah, dude, she's smart. Dude, she's a smart egg, dude. She's the smartest one I've ever dated. So she's way smarter than me, which is clearly not saying much. But yeah, she knows what she's doing.
I think that's the way to go for guys. Like, just if you're a comic, I think that we already think we're smarter than everybody else. I think just because if you talk to somebody who's just, I feel like I'm more aware of stupidity now than I've ever was before. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you meet someone and they can't hold a conversation not about the weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, and you don't, like, I don't know, but I won't suffer fools. If I'm around someone and they're fucking retarded, I'm like, are we done? Can we leave?
I got a buddy who just walks away. He talks to somebody who doesn't like him. He'll just leave at that instance.
I've started doing that.
Oh no, you Irish exit conversations.
I will have it where if even if somebody I know, if it's a stranger, I'm usually I'm kind of pretty cordial. But if it's someone I have a little bit of a rapport with, and they just start saying just shit that and we both know I don't care about, I just gotta, Hannibal Lecter, end of Silence of the Lambs, just fucking, I'm out of there.
Do you use the same eye contact when you do that, or you just look away and you're just gone? Approval's gone. I'm out of here.
I don't know, man. I feel like eye contact's weird because you ever meet someone that gives you like hard eye contact, like they're searching for your eyes like constantly,
like looking at every area of your soul. It's the worst feeling ever,
isn't it? So like I used to think that like, because looking somebody in the eye was like a sign of respect, but it's usually like when there's like a power thing, like a boss or someone's teacher, stuff like that. So you want to keep that eye contact. But if you're just having a conversation with somebody and someone just holds like that, like, oh yeah yeah it weirds me out. So that weirds me out. So I try to like not fucking look somebody in the eye like the entire time.
Do you do that mental thing where you like look at the bridge of their nose, look at their ear, look at their eye? Are you doing that game, or are you just ADD is just wandering around?
I do a little bit of both. I'll go hairline, lip, back to eyes, and then be like, yeah, that is kind of yeah.
That pondering look where you look up. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like touching my face, like actually, it is kind of it is sure, yeah. Because I mean, it's weird how it makes people so uncomfortable. If you like really, but then it's great if you want to intimidate somebody. Like if someone's being a dickhead.
Wait, isn't that weird too? That like, it's this like weird line of like, it's being respectful, but also if you keep it too long, you intimidate someone or you just creep the shit out of a girl. But it's like no one tells you how to do that. You have to learn from trial and error. Like there's always those social awkward guys that just are on the spectrum, or they just don't never learn that line, and then they're always just ostracized. But it's like, yeah, that dude does not know not to stare.
Dude, it's hard. I mean, that line's hard for anybody. I don't care if you're on the spectrum or not, because every girl's different, right? So especially if you're talking to women that like you're hitting on, right? Or a girl you meet at a bar, or a girl you're attracted to, you almost like are hyper aware of the line. You're like, I don't want to like creep her out in any way.
Yeah.
It's like the worst thing the worst thing is a guy just being creepy. Like that's like the worst thing a girl can call you. You're being a creep. It's like, fuck.
But here's my point. Isn't every guy creepy until you learn not to be creepy?
Every guy, we have to be. If you approach a stranger, you're a creep. You're creepy. 100%. But if she deems that you are attractive,
not creepy.
Not creepy.
PGP, pretty guy privilege. That's what I call it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Talk about privilege, dude. These good-looking cats, dude. All the time, I'm just like, dude, you would not get away with that if you look like a bridge troll.
Okay, well, dude, but you're a hot guy, though. You have ugly guy syndrome, where you were ugly for a long time, and now you're a hot guy, and you still consider yourself one of the ugly guys, but you can't do that, because if I was an ugly guy and you said that to me, I'd be like, you don't understand what's going on. Luckily for you, I'm a fucking hot piece of ass. I'm a piece of ass.
I sympathize with ugly guys. That's what I'm saying. That's where my heart's at. You know what I mean? I stay true to my dream. I'm not a fair weather fan over here.
Even guys that are, I think, like are empirically attractive. I mean, every guy's been just kicked aside, you know?
Oh, 100. It's a numbers game. Yeah.
So like even a dude who's like been hot his whole life, like he's probably had, you know, a number of women that have been like, I'm not into you. But then he thinks that he's this, he thinks of himself the same way as a guy with no nose thinks of himself.
100%, dude.
But that's what we do, that we want to be underdogs of our own story. So, you know, we can't all be like even Cristiano Ronaldo. He'll post a picture of himself when he was like 14 and he was kind of awkward looking. And he's just like, busted. See, it's like, no, dude, you don't. It's so annoying to me when guys who are like, who have ascended up to like the highest of high, the
highest tier of hotness. Yeah.
But they're like, well, I used to be. No, dude, you were fucking 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
who's
one wants to. 10? Yeah, no one's a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
This shit drives me fucking crazy. But dude, I'm still stuck on this. Your girl's taking shits in front of you. I just love that from a move, because it's usually a guy thing, right? Because guys will be the first one to like, we're the first ones taking shits. We're the first ones farting.
Yeah.
We're the first ones doing that. For her to do that, it's like, man, good for you.
How long will you wait? When was your last relationship?
Like 2 years ago.
How long did it last for?
Well, it was like a little under 2 years, but we lived together too.
Oh, that's a series. All right. How long did you wait in that relationship to start farting? And then what was your tactic? Like, were you doing that one cheek lean, or when you got to fart, you'll grab one cheek and you pull it to the side so you can push it out, but it's just like, it's just
because you don't want to have to go through like the cheeks, which
vibration. Yeah, exactly. That's what starts vibing out.
Yeah. Do you ever do that where you try and make noise? Like, you know, it's going to make noise. So you'll try and like
fake cough. Yeah.
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 And they hate that too. You're like, stop it. Dude, I try hard. My rule has kind of been wait for them to do it. Because once they start just letting it go.
And you can blame them. You're like, you open this faucet. Yeah.
You can't come at me for this. Like, you set the tone and I'm just following your footsteps.
So then under your theory, I should start shitting in front of my girl.
I think you should start shitting on your girl. I think you should start taking, okay. I think the power's got to come back in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, I'm gonna go take a shit. And then like the door's open. And then next time you take a shit, you just take a shit on her foot.
Oh, okay. All right. You're making some good points here. I'm liking this.
And then she's like, what? He's like, well, and then you just say, bitch. And you just be really like awkward with it. Like, you don't go like hard. Like, well, bitch, I'm the man here.
This argument's holding up. I like this.
Don't show her this. She'd be like, did he tell you to shit on my foot?
No, never.
Does your girl have, she's in LA with you then?
Mm-hmm.
You don't live together or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Smart.
I can never do that. I like, you live with your girl?
Yeah. You can't do it?
Ooh, dude. No, dude. Fuck, no.
You know, I mean, not.
I've been told I have commitment issues from a lot of girlfriends of my therapist, so I don't know, but there's just zero. So you like, was this her idea to live together, or was this your idea to move in?
It was kind of like a perfect storm. We were dating for like not even that long, like 7-8 months, and I had like a shithole apartment.
Okay.
I had like a bug problem in Chicago.
Okay. What kind of bug problem?
Like roaches. Like there was and I didn't care. Like I'll chase the roaches down. I'm a fucking man. I hate like rodents, like fucking mice are icky. But bugs, I'll fuck bugs up.
Yeah, you fuck bug.
I'll fuck a bug in the ass. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then let it fuck me because I'm, chivalry's not dead.
Totally.
I'm equal opportunity. Trans lives matter. Bugs lives matter. Yeah.
Everyone's lives matter.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
Oh, you can't say it?
Dude, can't say that.
Black bugs lives matter. Okay.
Dude, you should just pipe that up. Like, racist comedian.
Racist comedian.
That's how I meant.
You just like splice it. And he's like, yeah, all lives matter. What? What did he say? How I meant it. We're talking about bugs. We're talking about how all bugs' lives matter. And they're like, yeah, they don't understand context. People are fucking stupid. But yeah, I mean, like her and I, we love each other. And it was like
Is this the one that you said love too soon? Is this the one that you went deep dive down?
Yeah, I definitely said I love you too soon for sure.
How soon was it until you said you loved her?
Ooh, probably inside 6 months, dude. But I think I wanted to say it at like month 2.
I think that's the one for guys. Like a lot, like if you fall quick, but you're like, I can't say this now. I can't say it now. I can't say it now. I think you should never say it.
Yeah, I think we should never say I love you. I think it should just be different levels of you're a cunt. I think that's the best way to do it, because then they can't really say anything to us in response. Like, what'd you say? It's, you're a cunt.
Dude, I can't wait to watch your or listen to your podcast after you get laid after quarantine and just how different your vibe is.
It probably won't change if we're being honest. Yeah, it'll be the exact same. It's like, man, has he been late? The guy had sex an hour ago, but it's like I'm still just a broken person. When the mic gets going, I'm just gonna say things. At this point, I just say like fucked up shit. Like I love saying cunt because I know that's gonna get my mom to stop listening.
Yeah.
So it's like, how far into this before Bonnie's like, I'm done. Too many times.
Is your mom your biggest fan?
No, she's not. She hates my shit. Yeah, I haven't seen my mom in like I haven't seen my mom in like 3. Yeah, I can't believe it. Right? She can't believe she doesn't like what I have to say about equality and I love women. It's like, Mom, I love you. I'm the kind of guy who like will treat a girl like shit, and my mom's like, "What's wrong with you?" It's like, Mom, I love you. You made me. That girl just fucking took too many shits at the door open. Can't respect that.
So are you on the apps? Are you on the boop 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 boop? Are you apping around?
Yeah, it's bad.
Tell me about it, because I've never been an app. I never got a like on an app, so I forced me just to be an in-person cat.
Yeah. Dude, so you know what? I think what's going to happen is
COVID.
What's going to happen is people are going to listen to this and they'll be like, no video. They'll listen to this and be like, this guy, he must look like a fucking foot. He's never been on the apps. He's never getting fucking laid. He's letting his fucking girlfriend alpha dog him by taking shits in the open air, like, and then they'll see your face and be like, this guy's a fucking bullshit. He's bullshitting us. He's honey dicking us, man. He's a hot guy. The apps. So, the apps in LA are wild because it's an infinite number. Like I can swipe back home, right? Mm-hmm. And I have to set my radius like 30 miles. And then even that after, I don't know, 10 minutes of swiping, I'll run out of fucking people in the area.
Really?
In LA, you can just swipe forever.
On your block, you'll never run out. Yeah.
Yeah, you can set it at 2 miles and you will never run out in LA. But when COVID hit, it just died out. Like people weren't on the apps. And then right around 2 months in, I got back on there and I started matching with people, but they were still doing the, I don't know. And one girl, I was talking to one girl, she was really cool, but she was, she was a foreigner. So you knew foreigners. No, she was nice. But she was, she's like, I haven't like touched another person in like 2 months. She went full lockdown.
Yeah.
Didn't go anywhere, stayed in her apartment. And I was kind of like in that same kind of category. I was like, you know what? I would, it's like, do you want to just like hang out and just like hug for a second?
You wrote that?
Yeah, of course. But it came with a picture of my cock. So I was like, do you want to like hug?
Yeah. Okay.
It's so sweet. And it's like just my ball bag. Just like closed up. But she was like, I would love that. And then but then what's happened though is like, I wasn't really expecting her to be like full on. Mm-hmm. I didn't send her my dick, but I was like, we should like, if you want to like hang out just to like have some human interaction. That'd be cool. And she was like, great. What are you doing like now? And then I got like, COVID feed. I was like, oh, maybe I'm not ready for this. And she was.
Are you backed out? Okay.
Yeah, I did. I pussed out. Mm-hmm. But then I ended up hanging out with this one girl that I met off one of the apps, and we got together, and she was cool. She had like this like dope spot in Venice. It was one of those new apartment complexes.
Do you live in Venice? I feel like you're a Venice cat because I saw you out in Venice.
Inglewood.
Hey, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Where are you at? You're north, aren't you?
Dude, I'm in WeHo, man. I'm in Boys Town.
Oh, I like that area. Dude,
I love Boys Town.
Yeah, because like you're up there by where fucking Birds used to be.
I'm 3 blocks from Birds. Yeah.
Yeah. God, all right, R.I.P. dude.
R.I.P. dude. Do you follow what it's become? It's the
I stopped.
Weirdest shit. Dude.
It broke my heart a little bit. I was kind of hoping that like COVID would hit them even harder and they would lose the lease too, and then it could go back to Birds. But I feel like the damage has kind of been done.
I can't see them sustaining. I don't know. Rachel ran a great ship, and it was not easy. So I'm still optimistic, but maybe that's just fool's belief. I don't know. People
that don't know, Bert's back room was like the best like fucking worst shitty comics. Let's go fucking try and do 5 minutes. It was one of the best like rooms like for fucking comics that have nothing to do. Not that we have nothing to do, but we don't have anything to do. But we had there's no spots for us in the clubs. We're fucking nobodies. But like that Burt's was the fucking best. It was one of the best rooms, like the way it was set up, because mics in Chicago aren't like that. It's show up and go up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's first come, first serve. You're getting there 2 hours early, blah, blah, blah. And then you're waiting and you're doing it in the back of an Irish bar. And it's fucking, it's sad, but it is like, you know, there's pros and cons, but Burt's was the best. I hope she fucking finds like another spot. I think she will, right?
She's the best. She's super smart. She will.
Rachel gets it. Shout out to Rachel Cuthbert. She's
Rachel Cuthbert, the best.
But yeah, what were we just saying?
Before Burt's, talking about the Burt thing. We're talking about you on the ass.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Not a Venice guy, but I hung out with this girl in Venice, and she had this she was making a bunch of money, I think, because it was one of those places where it had all these common areas, like these big fucking like outdoor fireplaces.
Oh, that's how you know. Yeah, they got common areas. You know, life is good.
She's paying they're paying like $2,100. It's her and her roommate paying $2,100 each, just in rent. I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys are doing just fucking fine. I think she was like an esthetician though, but in LA, like she was doing like a big time. So she's like doing the threading and the nails and shit and like she was doing like the laser therapy for your face, for your pores and shit. All the stuff that like the Jenners fucking pay $1 million a year for.
Just like that acid on their face. Like it's a chemical.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It looks like a 3rd-degree burn, but okay, yeah.
Have you seen the ones where they take like a scalpel and they like take all that first layer of your skin off your face? It's like all dead skin. Have you seen that before?
No, this sounds terrifying.
Oh, dude, I saw one where it was this girl, and they start like at the back of your jaw, and then they just kind of like cut it. Yeah, dude, it's like they have a fucking scalpel, and they're just pulling that like first layer of.
It's like filleting you, but your first layer of skin.
Yes, dude, it was fucking. And I don't know. It looked like that scene again in fucking Silence of the Lambs when he fucking rips that guy's face off, and he's like,
Well, let me answer this then, because LA is, dude. What is your thoughts on plastic surgery? How it looks in LA? Like, are you attracted? Do you like it? And I'm talking about face. We're talking about facial.
Yeah, because tits and ass, dude. You know what? Just to put ass to bed, the fake asses. It's hard for me to get on board.
Have you seen a fake ass in real?
Dude, I've seen so many fake asses in LA. Yeah.
Really?
You can always tell because the legs look like fucking like my 2 fingers here, and then it's just beach balls on the side. It's not how asses are made.
Okay, so it's just blatant. You're like,
you haven't seen that? You haven't seen that? I've seen guys with fake asses.
What?
Yeah, dude.
For real?
Swear to God.
Some Johnny Dramas had. Well, that doesn't in this town doesn't surprise me, but that's. I never wear my glasses when I'm out, so I'm literally blind whenever I go out. So yeah, you had drunk goggles with that. I'm just a little blind boy bouncing around Boys Town.
Dude, your girl just has you just wrapped up. Say, hey, babe, don't bring your glasses out there. You look too cute without them. Knowing that you're blind, knowing you can't look at other women. I fucking love this girl that you're dating. She is just full on, dude. The next time that she throws a strap on and fucks you, I want to be there just to hang out. I'll be quiet. I'll eat some chips on the side. I just want to be there just to be like, this girl's really working today. He's earning it.
You can document it. You can journal it. You can journal and draw.
Okay, but I was amazed at how normalized it is. Like just like the face stuff, right?
So fucking weird.
Yeah, because like there's the obvious ones, right? There's the lips.
Ugh.
And I hate it, dude.
I hate it, dude. I hate it.
I don't like the injections where like all of a sudden, because look, if you're a white girl. Your top lip should never be that big.
Nope.
And then you think like, I don't know. I know it's fucked up to say that like who you're not doing it. Guys don't give a shit. So, but they are doing it. They doing it for them, right? It's like
they're 100% doing it for them.
It's kind of like how when you ever do this when you first started getting in shape, and you're like, I do it for the ladies, but it's for us. Like it's a confidence thing. If you're in better shape, you'll feel better about yourself.
Yeah, no, but I would disagree. I half agree, but I also think it is also for the ladies. But any lady can get so many guys. I don't care if you're overweight. There's things about you guys are going to find attractive, but we have to go out there and we just have to like battle royale it. And I think it is half for chasing chicks. Like, would you be doing stand up if you knew you couldn't use that to like meet girls and go on dates with girls that you would put out of your league otherwise?
See, I've never really fucked anybody from stand-up because I've only ever done just shitholes. Like my entire career is like, I'm not getting them I'm not going killing in front of a club and having a bunch of fucking 16-year-olds that Krista Leah likes fucking hit me up and be like, oh my God, can we hang out with you later? Like, I don't have that. That's not part of my world. Like, I'll have like another female comic who's been doing comedy for 30 seconds be like, oh my God, like, do you like, how do you know so much? It's like, no, dude, we're both fucking at this open mic. Like, I'm trash
we're both
too.
in the hole. Yeah.
But here's the thing, dude. Women, like, how many times do you see a beautiful woman and a schlubby guy? Not schlubby, but like just like not
all the time. All the time.
Shit. They don't care about
all the time. Yes.
Like us being in shape. It's for us, dude.
Yeah, that's that's a good counterpoint. Okay, yeah.
Confidence is for them. Like, but that's a byproduct of being in shape. Is now you're more confident, so now women will like that. But like, dude, all my buddies from college, like, are just big dudes.
Where did you go to school?
I went to Eastern Washington.
Okay.
So, and all my buddies were like big offensive linemen, tight end type dudes, right? Yeah. And all these guys are always pulling constantly because women like a big guy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I feel like with dudes, you kind of have two, like you're over 6'1", and you can be a little bit more fucking bulky. And a little bit like not together, or if you're under 5'10", you got to be a little bit shredded. Otherwise, you just feel like a fucking pussy.
Well, yeah, because if you're under 5'10", your girl's like, "Am I big spoon or are you big spoon tonight?" Where if they're like 6'8", she's like, "Oh, I'm always gonna be a little spoon."
Are you a big spoon or little spoon guy?
Dude, I like being a little spoon. I'm gonna be honest.
Dude, it's the best.
It's great. They got I'm not.
Rub my back. That's all I want. Rub my back. I want to fall asleep first. I'm always the one falling asleep first. It's so much better.
It's so much better. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I just feel like we get in shape for us. And okay, the lips though. The lips, just something about it, man. Because you know our eyes. When you watch a movie and there's CGI, your brain knows it's CGI.
100%.
You know immediately it's not real.
Yep.
Same thing happens stuff with your face.
Yeah. There's no confusing us with this.
But what's amazing is I was talking to a friend of mine and she's like a fitness chick, like she's in great shape. And her and I were talking just like about, she lives in Phoenix, and I was talking about how women in LA get shit done all the time. And she's like, oh, we do that here too. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what do you get? She's like, oh, I get like, injections into my forehead and my lips.
Like, into her forehead? Why?
So they're doing, it's like it's not Botox, but it's a version of that. Okay. So it's a preventative thing. So it's like, it's preventing wrinkles. So even if women in their 20s are told that it's like, hey, get this done before you're 40, as opposed to just like pulling it straight back like this. They're like getting it done when they're still hot and young to allegedly prevent wrinkles later. And dude, I don't know, man. That to me sounds like, hey, I'll just fuck dudes now so then I won't be gay later. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it makes zero sense.
But I mean, again, not for fucking. It's not for here's the problem, dude. It's all social media based now. It's all how good you look in a picture. Yeah,
that's a good point.
So they want to like they know that we don't give a shit. Like, we don't really care. Like if you wrinkle in I've never met a girl I'm like, forehead's too wrinkly.
I've never even seen a wrinkle, and my family's like in their 70s and 60s, so I'm not even aware of those wrinkles. You know what I mean?
You go again, flexing these good genes, trying to be fucking modest. Dude. Like, yeah. By the way, everyone in my family is still hot in their 80s.
Dude, there's hot people in my family. What are you talking about?
Yeah, my dad's dick is huge. It's crazy. I don't have that. I mean, it's like
Actually, have you ever seen your dad's dick?
Oh, of course, dude.
Dude,
of course.
Are you able to compare yourself to your dad's dick and see where you?
I got a bigger dick than my dad, for sure. For sure, bigger dick than my dad. But my dick's average, above average. My dick's like, I'm gonna say for the record, my dick is probably last time I pulled out the old
measuring tape. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that they use at like construction sites where you have to roll it on the ground.
With the wheels on it?
With the wheels, it's like, well, we're starting 102 meters.
Yeah, whoa.
Whoa, man, where does a belt? But I think I was like 6'6", but I used to be 5'9.5", and now I'm like legitimately 5'8". I've gotten shorter, and I'm pretty sure my dick is getting smaller.
You've gotten shorter and your dick's getting smaller. So you're just like, honey, I've shrunk myself and all that.
I'm pretty sure that like the older I get, I'm getting a little bit shorter,
Mm-hmm.
and my dick is going the other direction.
Mm. So you got like a Benjamin Button kind of situation going on there. You're getting smaller. Things are getting smaller.
That's right. Well, I mean, I guess
it's the inverse Benjamin Button.
But if you apply the Benjamin Button syndrome to your dick,
mm-hmm.
then it's still going to be like, it's going to be really short when you're born, really short when you die, right. And it's going to meet and then eventually go. So it doesn't fucking work, Colin.
Dude.
Just be super disrespectful for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're wrong.
Who's an idiot?
I don't know, man.
I got a question for you.
Go.
All right, so we've been out of comedy for what, like 5 months now, pretty much. So you got the pod, which I check semi-regularly. It's pretty good. Zoom shows. You in the Zoom shows?
Out. Yeah. All the way out.
Dude.
Did you do them?
I did. I helped Rachel out on a couple of them at the start of COVID, but I hate everything about them. I'm just like, just do something else. Do a pod, make sketches, write scripts.
Yeah, dude. I mean, because I mean, the thing is, I think that comics are worried about is we're like, we don't want to lose like any feel for it. Mm-hmm. And so that's what's been good with the podcast, doing it by myself. It's like, it's just, at least it's like slowly, if being in great comedy shape is like and running miles, then doing a podcast alone is like, you're like walking every day.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm getting better at doing the podcast, but I'm not getting better at stand up necessarily. Are you writing?
I'm writing a shit ton, yeah.
Yeah. See, but even that, it's like when I write stuff, I write it to go up there and see if it's worth a shit.
Yes, that's where I am too. I probably have like 100 and something premises I got to work out, but
right. But then it's like, how are you gonna even get to those? And then you have your old shit that was already in your act that you're okay. I got to work on this again. So now, I mean, I know you can never have too much stuff, but like I think that, I mean, for me, I just like, it'll bog me down more to like be like, I have like 100 new premises, and I know that if I have 100 new premises, that 97 of them are going to be absolute dog shit.
100%. Yeah.
I don't know. Zoom shows. I mean, have you seen the people doing outdoor stuff yet?
I just saw Mark Norman posted that. It's like a lot of New York guys are doing that, I think.
New York guys are doing it. There's a little bit of that in Chicago too. There were some people in LA that were like trying to do something. I saw there's like that open mic spot in Inglewood. Have you seen those guys?
No, I haven't.
There's like, it's called the open mic spot, and there was like a little room in Inglewood, not far from where I live.
Are you off? I taught because I taught in Inglewood. I was off La Brea. Where's your cross streets?
I'm La Tierra and the 405. So,
okay. Oh yeah. So you're more north. Yeah.
You know that McDonald's is when you get off the 405 on La Tierra. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm right, kind of like behind that ish.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I mean, like, fucking LA's going backwards. So it feels like, I mean, we're not going to be doing. Dude. If Bert's was still around, we wouldn't be able to go and do Bert's. Like, I don't want to say, I don't want to sound like a cuck and say safely, but like, you know, be able to safely do fucking like I'm a fucking giant pussy. Like, I honestly don't give a shit. Fucking Erickson was running his fucking comedy office. They were opening up, you know, a month ago.
Well, did they ever close? That was the thing. They just kept pushing through.
I think so. I mean, I did his podcast like a week and a half ago, and he did it from there. He does where his setup is. I didn't ask him if they're still doing spots there or not. I want to say they are. That would be cool to be like. It would be fun to be like, hey, Erickson, can we get like, you know, 4 or 5 guys that we like, and not
just go work it out.
Yeah, I'll give you $10. Let me stay there for fucking an hour and a half. Just let me fucking go in there and hold the mic in my hand. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, comedy it's weird. Have you followed all that Rogan shit about how everyone's leaving?
Mm-hmm. Well, it was Rogan and Diaz left, right? And then
Theo Von's, I think he's leaving to Nashville.
Okay.
And then
I mean, how long you been in LA for?
Dude, not that long. I got there last November.
Okay, so this will be in 2 weeks will be year 5 for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we pay a shit ton of money for rent. There's traffic everywhere. It's just it's just, I mean, this is the best. Besides New York, it's the best. You can make an argument. What's better, New York or LA? But it's like, if the shit's not going on, why would you stay here? Like, I fucking get it.
Yeah, I get people leaving.
And especially if you're at that level too, where they can just tour and they can drop in on a weekend and do the OR, the main room. It's like, why would you live here then?
I mean, yeah, and those guys can move to the middle of the country and tour easier. Like they can,
100%.
if you live in Chicago, you can hit at both coasts fucking just fine.
2.5 hours, yeah.
But I mean, for guys like us that are trying to fucking, because we're not gonna go. But I was thinking about this. The idea of being in LA, I feel like, was you go to LA, you want to try and get into the clubs. Get into the clubs, you get seen. You get seen by bookers, you get seen by people that are going on the road, people that are taking young guys on the road with them.
That's it, yeah.
That's the draw.
It's getting pulled on the road, yeah.
But if the Comedy Store and the Improv aren't going to be back until what, middle of 2021 probably, it's going to be a fucking minute,
dude.
Then I mean, if you're in a hurry, you could conceivably, like, say you want to be a guy who loves Rogan, you would just move to Austin, and then when Rogan starts up his fucking whole chain of command out there, you go to, what club does Rogan go to? That club will always be great if Rogan's there all the time.
Yeah. And
then you just go there and make that your spot. And then it's kind of like trying to be a bigger fish in a smaller pond. But I mean, it's like, I don't know. Like I don't want to make any decisions based off of Corona that I wouldn't have made.
No, I get that. But I think also too, like if you look at, what the hell's his name? He does all of the viral videos, LA-based dude. I'm fucking blanking.
He's a comic?
Yeah. But he does mostly like,
Trevor Wallace.
Yes. Yeah. So I remember we didn't know each other, but I remember seeing Trevor doing sets in like 2015. And that guy, he headlines now and he's a good comic, but he just built his own brand. I feel like that might be the future. It's not the cities, but it's just like where you are and what you're making.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like, where can you live? Like, I thought about this recently. Like, I live with my brother. He's got a dope fucking spot.
Right now, or do you mean in Englewood you live with your brother?
No, right here, back home. So in Washington State, it's my brother's spot. And he's just fucking great. But I'm doing the podcast the same as if I was doing it back in LA. Like, I don't, I have a mic and a computer. Like, I don't need anything to do the podcast. I have a fucking camera that I can use. It's all I fucking need. So it's, at this point, it's just like getting better at the pod and growing the pod and putting it out twice a week. And now I think the next step for me is that I'm going to start making fucking merch, just like one-off merch, where it's literally like, I'm going to make 30 of these. I'm going to make them all in-house. Like this whole fucking, the way I did this whole shirt.
You made that shirt?
Yeah. Bleach.
Let me see. Is it the constellations?
It's nothing. It's nothing there. I just fucking took bleach. It's an old Hanes t-shirt. I go 50-50 bleach water, put it in a squirt bottle. And I was like, I saw girls on Etsy do this shit. Can't be too hard. And it turned out pretty fucking good. And then I started fucking around with stencils and then doing like the Run It Back logo, Run It Back, even just like the text of it.
Yep.
So my plan is to, like, I can buy wholesale shirts for fucking nothing, right?
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, she has her own like t-shirt company. I was like, hey, can you make me a stencil?
Yeah.
For just Run It Back and then send it to me? She's like, yeah, for sure. Send me that. I'll do like just generic ones. It says just Run It Back, black shirt. Okay. That would be X amount of dollars. And then I'll take same stencil. I'll be like, hey, do you want a 101? And be like, hey, like, this is like, you're the only one that'll get this kind of shirt. And they'd be like, well, why? How's it different? It's like, well, I can put the logo anywhere you want, or put the logo there and then just start doing wild shit to it.
Wild shit to it? How do you mean?
Just do this. Just do fucking shit like this. People fucking, I can fucking tie-dye these fucking shirts and be like, hey, do you want this? It's 101. And they'll be like, fucking, that is kind of cool. Because that's all the appeal of anything now, like with fashion. It's like, I want shit that no one else has.
Well, I like the idea, but I also love that you consider wild shit just spraying bleach onto a Hanes t-shirt. Like, I'll do wild shit.
That's all it is. That's all it is. But there's other ways I've looked at it, right? So I've done a bunch of other shit with these t-shirts where it's like you can do like more of a controlled demolition of the shirt. So like the way this one, I just fucking hung it up to dry, took a fucking squirt bottle and squirted. I fucking squirted and it worked and it looked a lot better. But there's other shit I can do with tie dye, with the way I hold it, with the way I have it built, so it can have like a different kind of look to it. And it's like, dude, fucking why not? It's like you'll pay 30. I have enough listeners where if 20 of them buy T-shirts, then I've made my nut for the year on the podcast.
There you go.
Because I spend like $14 a month with like SoundCloud and bullshit.
All that jazz.
Yeah, so I'll like to put it through everything. So if I can make that back, it's like now the podcast breaking even. I'm like, hey, we're breaking even. This is amazing.
Wait, so is this going to be audio only?
Well, I mean, I'm saving fucking the video. I mean, at this point,
because
recording it, we'll have both.
I just want the listeners to hear just the shirt. It's got fashion in it. Let me tell you, it's pretty fashionable. It's a black T-shirt with some constellations in it. It looks pretty good.
It's a black T-shirt. It looks like it's got like some alien jizz on it.
Yeah,
it's
honestly, it looks like
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is acid. It's acidic. Okay, you know what, dude? It's fucking fashion, and I just don't know if you're fucking a guy who gets fashion.
I definitely don't. I definitely don't.
But like, even if it's like I made a. Like I'll send this is great for listeners. I'm gonna send you a picture of just like the rough cut of just the generic, no fucking jizzy hot jizz on it, just the T-shirt itself with the stencil that was the most basic stencil in the history of stencils, because I literally used it using like freezer paper and an X-Acto knife, and I just cut it out. I just sent it to you.
Let me see this. All right. You know what's amazing? Are you a handy guy? I have zero handy skills.
It depends on what it is.
Well, I mean, like, you said X-Acto knife. I don't even know what that is. Is that what they use to like hijack United 93 with? What the hell's an X-Acto?
Yeah, probably. No,
okay,
it's those little fucking knives that cut shit like they're insanely sharp.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, my roommate's he's a comedian. He's Kevin Sullivan, very funny guy, but he's gay. And when he moved
no.
Dude, get the hell out of here.
Hey, give him my number though, for real. Like,
dude,
at this point, if he's trying to bang himself a straight boy, this is the best time to get me. I am just rock bottom. Somebody fuck me.
So when we moved in, he thought I'd be the handy one, and I'm good at baking. So it's just him with the hammer, like, ow, fuck, ow. I'm like, oh, the cookies are ready. And he's just like, what the fuck? I got the most worthless straight guy. And I was like, yeah, I've heard this before.
Dude, your girlfriend for sure pegs you, man. Like, there's no way.
If
like,
I was lucky she would, dude.
I mean, you know what, dude? How do you feel about that? I feel like I used to always say I would put walls up, right? I'm never gonna do this, or this. Could be drugs, could be sex, could be types of fucking food. Okay. And now I've said yes to all those things. And even if I didn't love it, I enjoyed that I had the experience of it.
Sure.
So I'm like, hey man, I don't need a girl to fucking throw on a strap on and go to town on my ass. But now I'm kind of like, calamari wasn't that bad, so maybe fucking pegging won't be either.
I mean, that's a very logical argument. I think, you gotta try everything at least, 3 times,
3 or 4 times just to know if it's worth ruining your life.
Yeah, and then you gotta go another 3 or 4 times just to make sure those 3 or 4 times weren't outliers. You know what I mean? Keep going.
You just go home, your girl's fucking like, you like hand her the strap on, like, babe, we gotta do this again. Dude, you don't even like it. I know, but I have to know if I hate it.
Try. I need to A/B test this now.
She's begrudgingly just pulling the strap super tight, like, God damn it. Okay. You're just like, come on, just do it, you fucking pussy.
Dude, I used to work with this guy who was, when I was in LA, I'd always take the worst jobs I could find because I thought it would give me good bits, which is a horrible way to live your life, but it doesn't.
That's retarded.
It's the dumbest thing ever. But
I also understand.
Yes. And I worked at Terminex, like the pest control company.
Oh God. Yeah.
I worked there for a year as a salesman, and the guy that took me out was a total heroin addict and the greatest salesman I've ever seen. This guy could just lie to grandma's faces all the time. And his girlfriend would tell me all the time that he liked to get pegged. And he was like, dude, it's not weird. I'm like, I didn't say it was weird. He had these weird insecurities about it, but then he would tell me it was the craziest orgasms he would ever have. He's like, dude, when you're prostrate, you just explode. And I was just like, cool. Are we going to go do this like inspection or like what's going on? He's like, no, you need to check out. You need to check out getting fucked.
And he goes, by the way, bend over. I gotcha. I just hold still.
Probe you.
You're gonna learn something right now. Yeah, dude. Butt play, guy butt play for dudes. Do it.
Yeah.
You got just do it. Just know. Shit's there for a reason. Okay?
Yeah.
If something is like, it's like, you ever meet someone who doesn't wear sunglasses?
Yes.
You're like, I don't like why? Well, the sun, it'll hurt you. Wear sunglasses. It's better for your eyes. You know what I mean? Like it's right there. Or it's like, I don't know. It's like a guy who never, dude, not using your prostate as a dude is like, it's a guy who like can't whistle. It's like, you know, you can make it work. By the way, I can't whistle, so I don't know what I'm talking about. A horrible example.
I'm sure if you try both stuff, you learn to whistle pretty quick.
Can't do it. It's fucking, what a fucking
yeah. Why'd you put your lips out like that?
Isn't that how you whistle?
That's definitely not how you whistle.
It's trying to suck the world's tiniest dick.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what fucks up for me with the lip thing? Going back to the lip thing. There are so many like, okay, do you do this? Do you follow stupid hot Instagram models that you'll never meet, but you just follow them, and they're so hot that they almost ruin like a traditionally hot girl. Like if you saw like a girl who before Instagram would be a fucking hard 8.5, 9. And now that you've seen all of the hot girls and then you follow them all the time, you're like, well, that girl's a fucking 6. You do that?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It's like, I just got once every couple months, I purge my Instagram and I have to just get rid of all the fucking models that I follow.
You know what's crazy is that people can follow that and see who you follow, which I always think is the most funny thing to do on Instagram. Is you click a buddy or something and you see who he follows, and you're just like, and you see all those blue check marks next to girl names. You're like, oh, this guy's a little horn dog. He's a little Blair bomber, man. He needs to get out of his house. He needs to get laid.
Yeah, he needs to find someone to fuck him in his ass. It's that's what we're the same like that, dude. I had a guy one time, a buddy of mine in college, and he like followed me on Twitter. And he was kind of an awkward dude. He came up to me and he was like, yeah, I noticed you follow a lot of those NSFW accounts.
Wait, what?
I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm like, NSFW. I didn't even heard that before, but it's the not safe for work account. So it's all like, so Twitter has porn. Okay, yeah. And I was just following porn accounts on Twitter. Like this is like probably like 7 years ago, and like I was tweeting to like 6 people. But then I followed like 14 porn stars, and I'm just like in all these horrible porn accounts. And it was like, he's like, yeah, you know, I can see that. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't fucking, you follow fucking anal gape heroes 4? Yeah, I do.
Was this guy a friend or was he like an acquaintance? Who was this cat?
We were in film school together. So he was a guy who like, I was in class with all the time.
Film school, already probably weird guy. Okay. Yeah.
Weird guy. He did like a short film, that was like, it was called The Stain, and it was like this, like, I don't know, it's film school, so this like the premise was this cop comes home and it's like a 1930s like a house party, but they're
who done it? Alcohol's illegal, get out of here, scram, kiddo. We're the depression here.
So like a pipe tobacco and nothing else unless you're queer. So, and then he like, I don't know, but at some point there's like a stain on like the inside this closet, and it's like a piss shit stain. It's like, that's weird. And then there's like a quick cut scene to like this. So the guy I'm talking about, he wrote it. He's the guy who was like in his fucking whitey tighties, ball gagged with his hands up over, like hung like this. And it was like
art.
And then just ended. And I was like, oh, you're that guy.
Terrible.
Oh, you're the guy who fucking beats off to things of like little horse on the prairie. Like they're those guys. Yeah.
Dude, I thought this was going to be a great movie because when you said that, I thought that he was going to have a detective come and try and find out who gave a little urine shit stain. I'm like, oh, a 1930s detective? That's a crime I want to see solved, man.
Crime you want to see solved. And then you have the cutscene to the most disgusting man who's ever lived, who's ball gagged, and you're just like, oh, well, this was more for you, huh? This is personal. Like he got off to having like a whole crew. They're like, all right, guys, okay, I'm gonna put the ball gag in, and then I'm also gonna shit myself for real.
I mean, that's independent filmmaking. It's really just for the director.
Yeah, oh, dude, yeah. You're like,
Just for you.
It's my this is my art. This is my medium. And I'm gonna need Carly, you and Candy. Can you guys please just fucking just please. I know it's night vision and you can't even really see. This is more for me.
like that's what.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. Is there anybody more creepy than like a photographer, like a freelance photographer guy? Women
Dude,
can do whatever.
I was thinking about this recently with my friend. I go, dude, what? They're just like, hey, like I'm taking like really artsy photos. You just need to be naked. And everyone's like, oh yeah, like, you can be the most creep, and people still think you're like it's art, dude. The female body is art, or the male body is art.
Well, fucking women are so narcissistic. They want to have the best photos on their Instagram. So if a guy who has like, because all that guy needs to put on his Instagram, like his account, is to have one other girl that has said yes.
Yeah, 100%.
And then it's like, well, this is my work I did with her. And it's like they're like nudes and they're very tasteful. And then she's like, oh my God, that's girl, she's so beautiful. And oh my God. He's like, yeah, come to my place. I'll spray you down, a little bit of oil. And then yeah, just fucking spread your vag and I'll fucking get all the good shots for you. They'll be very tasteful. He puts them in black and white, but it's like just pictures of her asshole. It's like
yeah, it's this thing where if it's in black and white, it automatically goes up like 7 levels of tastefulness.
Dude, and that, yeah, it's always a girl who's sitting there in this pose, like.
Yes, yeah. Or it's like over the one shoulder, so you can only see like the side boob of one tit.
It's like side here, and then it's just like, and then this one right here, they go, oh, oh, it's fucking unbelievable. I mean, like, I get it, like, I'm a perv too, but like I'm not trying to make it my job.
No, it's because we're pervs and we recognize what that guy is, and
he's exploiting. Like the only thing I exploit is just I mean the occasional fucking foreign exchange student, but like they don't know any better. Sorry, Masha. She's from Serbia.
Dude,
and canceled, dude.
Have you dated any of the foreign exchange students?
I don't know. I always had a crush on them. Like there was one girl named Lulu in high school. She was a German chick, world's worst teeth. But it was kind of just like, you're not from here, and that's hot.
No, yeah, the accent goes such a long way.
Yeah, the accent goes a long way. There was a couple. There was like at my college, there was like 3 or 4 Serbian national chicks that were on the volleyball team, and they were like 6 feet tall. I was like, I love a girl taller than me. If she's over 6 feet tall, fucking sign me up.
Yeah, give me a ladder, I'll be there.
And yeah, and this was kind of like I used to have I had bad teeth, and I wasn't like shaving my head. I was buzzing it, but it was still like that cul-de-sac baldy look.
Great look. And I love it. Yeah.
I have that right now. That's like what it is. It's like grown a little bit on the side, but it was even longer than this. And then
how long was it out? We're talking
probably another like couple weeks.
Okay. All right.
So just long enough where it's like you could be 42, but you're also a sophomore in college.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I remember like hitting on these girls, and like, I was a college athlete, and to me, I thought I was fucking hot. But then when you played football and ran track. So,
what are you more proud of?
What's up?
What are you more proud of?
Football. I played football for 5 years, track for 1.
Have you ever met anyone excited about doing track?
Yeah, the whole track team.
What? But besides them, no one else. No one's like, oh, I ran track. They're like, oh, like cool. Nice.
Oh no, dude. There's always that one guy who ran track in high school, and he's like still proud of it because he was like the 4th leg on their 4x1 team that got 2nd.
No, I feel like every track runner is so into track, but no one else. You're only into track if you do it. If you're not, right. There's no peripheral excitement about track at all.
100%. It's kind of like the opposite of like MMA. I feel like guys, I mean, that's not true, I guess. Cause there are dudes that are like tryhards that train MMA and like, well, fucking, I know all the fighters and shit. And fucking Max Holloway's got a better chance against Volkanovski. It's like, all right, dude, fucking, we get that you like fucking choking dudes out. That's sick. Okay. Go back to your job as an accountant. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
I just like the violence of it. Like I'll never fight or train or do any of that shit. But there's something about watching dudes just kick the living shit out of each other that to me, I'm like, this is what America was made to do.
I mean, it's the best of both worlds because how great when you go to a bar, pretty much by midnight, if you're not going home with someone at midnight, mostly everyone's gone, right?
And that's when I'm sitting there like, does anybody want to come home?
Hey,
I'll just gonna get out of here. I'll live right down the street. Come on, let's go.
And my best part was just watching the fights break out. That was the entertainment.
Man, street fights are scary though, because you see one guy get slapped and he hits his head on the curb. You're like,
oh, dude, it bounces off that curb. And you're like, that's not good.
At least when it's MMA, it's like there's a doctor there to be like, you got fucked up.
All right, you got fucked up.
I love how they always like take the little fucking flashlight and put it in his eyes. It's like, what are you doing? I'm dead. Like, what do you mean? Like the guy my head bounced 16 times. Why didn't you catch me, doc? Hold on, let me fucking get in your fucking eye.
Do you ever watch have you heard of Nature's Metal on Instagram?
Oh, of course. Oh, it's amazing,
dude. It's not the greatest account of. I follow that, and do you know what the dodo is?
I used to follow the dodo, and then I think I saw one that was just too much, and I stopped following it.
It was like too gay, or like what do you mean?
It wasn't that it was too gay. There was just one. Like I think there was one where it was just like it was too much. It wasn't like it wasn't violent, but it was something where I was like, a guy I didn't like sent me like a link, forward me one of those, and I didn't like that guy, and the association of those together, I was like, I'm done with this.
I watch them both back to back, which is my favorite thing to do in the morning. As I'll watch like a nice, cute video of this puppy being rescued in like Mongolia, and the next one is just like a fucking elk being eaten slowly alive by a Charmander, and you're just like, all right, this is what nature is, dude.
That's funny because you do that in the morning, and what I do in the morning is I get on TikTok and I watch 16-year-olds twerk, and then I fucking watch Chris D'Elia highlights. I watch Chris D'Elia podcast highlights and then go back and be like, she might be 17.
Dude, well, speaking about that, isn't it weird that never got any press with his rebuttal and then the full text? Isn't that so odd?
I mean, like, I think that his rebuttal ended up being kind of, well, because like that's cancel culture, right? So the first shot is the loudest.
100%.
So like a 16-year-old's like, you tried to fuck me when I was 16. And then a bunch of girls are like, you tried to fuck me when I was 16, even though he never, as I understand it, like I make fun of it because I think it's because I'll shit on anybody. You can fucking, I'm a nobody. But
100%.
It seemed like with his rebuttal was what happened was like these girls were emailing him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, fucking what's going on? And those girls, it's fucked up to say, but those girls that were hitting him up, they showed the pictures of themselves at that time.
Yeah.
And they may have been 16, 17, whatever, but they looked 35.
Mm-hmm.
And like, dude, it's a mistake. I don't do that. I don't fuck tweens, but he didn't either, it seems like. It seems like he didn't actually. And then you have Brian Callen, who's then accused of rape from 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I mean, the first shot is they want to take from you, right? They want to take what you have.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like anytime you get accused of rape, it's like, well, it doesn't matter if they were wrong or not. You were still the guy got accused of rape.
Yeah. It kind of stays on you forever.
But yeah, what I'm trying to say is let's go to a high school and just hang out for a little bit and see if anybody, you would do well. You're the kind of hot where you would be in like the Kissing Booth 3. That's that new Netflix show about tweens.
I haven't seen. Okay, yeah.
My
Kissing
dad.
Booth
It's called. There's Kissing Booth 1, Kissing Booth 2. Okay, and it's all high schoolers, and of course they don't actually have any high schoolers in. They're all fucking 24.
Okay.
And I think you would be a good like college senior who comes back down to high school and was like, think about these high school girls, man. Dude, I rewatched Dazed and Confused the other day. It's so fucking good still.
Yeah.
Have you rewatched it in the recently?
I haven't seen it probably in a decade.
Dude, it's alarming how good it is still.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, I wish that we were like, I was like 25 in like the 80s.
Dude, all the time I say I wish I was a kid in the 80s. I was born 1990. pissed my mom for not getting knocked up a year earlier. Could maybe an 80s baby. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 91, so like, keep it in the 90s, baby.
Gross, dude. Get the hell out of here.
Whoa, dude.
Dude.
Hey, gross. You said you got to go by 1, right?
Yeah, I got to roll tight soon.
Well, let's wrap it up, dude. Fucking thanks for coming on, man. We killed it.
Yeah,
we
dude.
Did like an hour and 20, something like that.
Fucking just send it.
Well, let me fucking just make sure see. That's the thing is like now I'm nervous to end the call because I don't know how to save the fucking because it's recording. So I'm kind of like, okay, now how do I save? Once I hit stop, it should just.
I see what you're saying.
Save it to the thing.
It probably should, it's, because there's no specific button. I would just hit leave. I think that would do it automatically.
If I just hit, should I hit pause or should I hit stop? Or should I just go to end video?
I would do end video because I think it's just going to automatically save stuff.
All right, I'm going to do it and I'll text you and let you know what happens.
Said it. Let me hear.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, thanks, brother.
Sounds good. See you, buddy. Bye.